I still remember the day I told my mom that I'm more important than her boyfriend, and she called me a selfish bitch and hung up on me. I was furious, I was hurt, and I was done being treated like I didn't matter. My relationship with my mom has always been complicated. She's always been mean to me growing up, but I never thought it would get to this point. When I started college, I thought things would get better, but they only got worse. She told me that if I didn't get all A's, I couldn't come home for Christmas, and when I ended up with all A's and 1 B+, she said I hadn't tried hard enough. I wasn't allowed to come home, and it wasn't the first time. I hadn't had Christmas with my family for the previous 4 years. It felt like no matter what I did, I would never be good enough for her. Then, in April 2025, she accused me of stealing her social security number out of nowhere, and I had no idea where that came from. I've never stolen from anyone, and I was devastated that she would even think that about me. She disowned me, told me that if I came home, she'd call the police, and I became homeless. I had to live on the streets for 2 weeks, until a friend's parents paid for a hotel for 3 weeks, and after that, I found a summer job that provided housing until I could return to school. I was all alone, with no one to turn to, and it was a really dark time in my life. While I was away, she started calling me like nothing had happened, and I didn't know how to feel. Part of me still wanted a relationship with her. She's my only parent, but another part of me was so angry and hurt that I didn't want to talk to her. During the following school year, she would act nice at times, but also constantly accuse me of doing drugs, being a slut, and other things that weren't true. It was like she wanted to break me to make me feel like I was worthless. At the end of the year, I earned all A's, and I asked if I could finally come home, and she said I could only if I lived in the car, dropped out of college, and stayed there for the rest of my college years. I told her that would ruin my future, and she just said, then cry about it, and hung up on me. I was homeless again, and I had to fight to get approved for summer housing through my college. I was also diagnosed with MS, and I was struggling to take care of myself. That's when I found out that my mom was letting a man she had just started dating live at the house, instead of letting me stay there. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't understand how she could trust a stranger around my younger siblings, but not me. I called her and asked if it was true, and she said yes, like it was no big deal. I told her that I should matter more, that I'm her daughter, and she should care about me. But she just said I needed to trust God, that this was an obstacle he was giving me to make me stronger. I said, so this random guy can earn your love, but not the daughter you adopted. And she called me a selfish bitch and hung up on me. Looking back, I realized that I was right to tell her that I'm more important than her boyfriend. I deserve to be loved and cared for, and I won't settle for anything less. I'm still trying to process everything that's happened, but I know that I'm strong enough to get through this. I'm going to keep fighting for myself and for my future, and I won't let anyone bring me down.